Why hello there! Welcome back to Super Mario Bros. Odyssey Chapter 1. I'm Derseku, and you know what? It's time for Luigi once more. Let's go! What are you up to, Kamek? Huh. Alright, so World 6. This is invariably the last world in the game. And because it's that, this is where the gloves really come off. Oh my freaking gosh. Now, this first stage here I do a pretty good job of, but come the next stage, my hubris gets the best of me and then ends my good luck, and then things just fall further apart from there. Now you might notice the video length is somewhere around 40 to 50 minutes. There's really nothing I can do about that. It's the pure fact that these levels are so much longer now than they ever were, and we're not really at endgame yet, but we will get there by the end of this episode. Oh yes. So it looks like we got Luigi with firepower. That's cool. We're gonna utilize that to the best of our abilities. I won't really be using ice power, although I think it does show up at least once here, because really, I don't see the need to use it at all. It's quite a useless ability, and it doesn't really shoot as far as a fireball does. At least not in my opinion, anyway. Now this looks cool. Let's see what this goes. Oh yeah, that's where that rolls. As you've already started to notice, the enemy placement here is so much tighter. There's like 2 or 3 enemies every few steps now, instead of being further apart like they used to be. And we're introduced to bullet bills once more. These guys are going to become so much more of a hassle as this world goes in. They're especially present in stage 3, I think, where the stages primarily consist of them at that point. Or you will see more of them than you will see anywhere else in the entire game. Alright, now that's pretty cool. So for Mario, the shell was actually blue, while for Luigi it's red, even though... Oh, we lost it. That sucks. Ah, well. Now what's interesting here is, we actually have rain effects back. Now, if you remember back in World 3, the rain effects actually slowed the game down pretty badly, to the point where certain spots of the stage that they're present in look like the screen stopped for like a couple of moments. Here, though, there seems to be no effect. I really don't know the reasoning behind that or why that is. Maybe this stage in World 6 is actually more optimized than the World 3 variant was. That's an interesting thought. Now design-wise, this place looks pretty awesome. I do like how this area looks. Although I'll never really figure out what the small little pipes are for. Ah well. Hells yeah, look at that. Ah, 7 lives. Well, that's better than nothing, you know? Heck, 5 lives is freaking great. We're gonna need all of that here pretty soon. I'm gonna get rid of this guy, though. Boom. Oh, wow, look at that. Alright, I did not plan that. That was just pure luck. Thanks, game. I appreciate that. But that may also be preparing us for what's to come. Alright, so way back in possibly episode 1 and 2, I talked about a particular stage that had a gimmick which cost a lot of my time in this particular world. And, well, you're actually going to see that this time around. It's going to be a heavily edited version because you really don't want to see the, what was it, hour and 40-minute raw video I had of this place. Although I do a lot better this time around than on my original stream of this game. I really gotta figure out why that is. So you see death here, and it makes you think that the bullet bills are going to get you. But no, you can just climb up that. I think what it's really saying is, don't fall off that darn cliff, otherwise you'll die, sucker. Oh, look at this. This is easy to get to. I really don't like these bullet bills, and you'll see why later though. They're really no problem right now. Oh, that's some good dodging. Alright, we made it to the end. So, let's go back in, and let's see what's in store. What's this guy? Oh yeah. This is the stage. Oh man. Where do I begin with this? It looks good aesthetically. There's loads and loads of enemies, so you really have to be careful if you don't have any abilities. But its biggest drawback is coming up here fairly soon. Now, I don't remember if we'll see it in this section or in the next section of this, but we're gonna run into a little gimmick which is gonna cause me a whole lot of pain. And of course, we're going to save because even though we're at 10 lives, I'm never not going to be saving. I want to keep my firepower up just in case I do end up losing everything. Should be coming up upon the gimmick here pretty soon. It's not you. Check that out, we can actually do it that way. See, ooh, what the hell was that? Yeah, anyway. Again, we never ever need to use the paratroopers. They're just there as a kind of obstacle, if anything. That's where the ice power-up is. Buy ice power-up, that's the only one in this world. And you'll never see it again. Now, I don't know if it's the last one in the game, because there's still really one more place to go. But I don't remember if we see it there at all. Ah, there it is. Alright, so you see all those leaves, and you, oh wow. God darn that mushroom. Basically, this section of the level has strong gusts of wind. If we actually don't, well, how do I put this? If we stop moving, we actually start sliding back as you're seeing there. It can hinder your jumps pretty badly if you're not run jumping, and even a run jump doesn't give you the most out of it, because again, the wind is actually pushing you back so you don't get the distance you think you're going to get. Now, this isn't the problematic part of this stage. No, that's going to come up when this comes up again. But we still gotta be careful. I am not going to risk losing my precious power-ups here. Oh gosh, no. There we go. Alright, that's segment 1 beat. Ooh. Oh yeah. Let's roll with this. And there it is. This is where my good luck ends. Watch this. Oh. Yeah. And now the troubles begin. As you notice, we've already lost 4 more lives. And that's just to get back here. By the end of this, I think we'll actually lose several more. But I think we got this particular section now. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother with them. I'm just gonna go up and grab that easy to get star coin. Boom. Oh, and there's a checkpoint. Nice! Of course, save. Alright. You got it? Let's go. Oh, watch for that bullet bill. That one will really never do anything to you as long as you move quick enough to get out of its way before it even fires its first volley at you. Alright, so there's a power up here, and this has been kind of a... Oh, wow, I didn't even notice that much of there the first time around. This has been kind of a lifesaver in a way. Because that's going to be the first spot you're going to get your mushroom if you're small. There we go. So, Luigi has a particular quirk about him, which may become apparent in this stage or the next, which can make certain jumps particularly death-defying. And that's... what is it? His inability to slow down quite fast enough. In some points, you have very, very little space to move, and he'll almost practically slide right off the edge if you're not too careful. Oh, like right there. Oh, Jesus. I really don't like these jumps. I know I've said it again and again, and I'll keep reiterating it. I don't like those small little jumps. I always get so antsy. Alright. And... okay, here's the thing. I thought a simple jump would allow me to shoot over that platform onto the one with the other bullet bill launcher. But no. What you really need to do is actually do a run jump on top of the other bullet bill launcher. And that's how you get past this. A whole area that would probably be a lot harder had we been playing as Mario. Alright, this is the problematic part. There's that. Now we're small again. Now we have to treat this like a puzzle and figure the optimal route through. Now, I'm kind of curious to see if that blue pipe goes anywhere, but I am definitely not going to risk it here. Ooh. and with the wind and that piranha plant, things become a little more hectic. And then a Lakutu shows up. Darn you, Lakutu! Get away from me! Come on, I can't do anything about him either right now. I can do this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, what? No! Curse you, Lakutu. Curse you. Alright. So we still got this. Perfect. Alright. Now we have what we need to deal with our little problem when he shows up. And plus we can get rid of that plant pretty easily. Alright. Ready? Let's do this. Quick! There he is. And fire. Gone. Alright. We still got a ways to go, so let's press forward. Come on, when I need you to stop. Perfect. Alright. Now I think we're set. So this has both a lower and upper platform. The upper platform will take you right over to the star coin. Which, you know what? At this point, I'm not even going to bother getting because I'm too close to a game over and I'm not going to risk a life just to get that. We've already unlocked an additional secret area anyway with one of the stars we collected here anyhow. Oh. So it's got falling Goombas and donut blocks. Alright, so here's why I did what I did there. I essentially was too afraid to jump onto that platform over there because I was afraid I'd get hit by the Goomba, get stunned, and have the block fall out from under me. And for my troubles of trying to be careful, I game overed. But you know what? We get to see the little game screen here and see where this rolls. I've always been kind of curious to see what's at the end of this. Where you're leading us. Oh well. So let's go back in as Luigi and we'll try this again. Now, I think what happens there, if I remember correctly, near the end of the, what do they call that? Teaser screen, I guess we'll call it. Curtains come down and then the menu just sits there. Pretty neat, and I can't believe we freaking game over at the exit of all things. Ugh. Alright, so this stage, this one isn't particularly hard, but it has one annoying feature, and that's its soundtrack. I really don't get what this game has with picking inappropriate, or bad renditions of Mario music. I mean, this stage is pretty lengthy on its own. I don't know why they decided to go with one of the shorter songs off the Mario RPG OST. In fact, one that's only seconds in length. And you have to hear this over and over and over again as you progress through the stage. But you know what? I'm gonna say next stage to that, and we're actually going to change the theme up to something a little more appropriate. Here we go. Now instead of a constant loop of a few seconds, you got something that may very well play throughout the rest of the stage. And of course it's at the risk of sound effects, but you know what? It doesn't matter here. We're all good. Again, that's one of the points I'll take against this game is the couple times that Mario RPG music showed up, it wasn't really good choice. The freaking the forest theme that you only heard once way back in World 4? Was it? Yeah, World 4 or 5. Was a piss poor rendition. And then you have the one here, which I think is like the suspense theme, which only lasts maybe 5 to 10 seconds at most, and this stage goes on for minutes. Oh well. I'm just thankful this is so much simpler than the one we just came from. Look, it's the proper use of that guy. And now he's gone. Let's see if there's something in here. There usually is. Oh, maybe not. Ah, there it is. Curse you! Alright, so what do we got? Nothing down here. You know, I don't remember where any of the pipes are that go to a secret place in this area, if there even is one. In fact, that's probably another complaint I'd have about this game is that the amount of secrets is really very minimal. There's pipes all over the place in every stage, but very few stages actually have a pipe that you can go in and go to a bonus area. I think we've maybe seen 2 or 3 at most in this entire game so far. And yes, the Mario RPG music does actually persist down into here too. There is no change in theme to an underwater level. So you can kind of see where my frustration with the soundtrack starts. Now I presume that divot was there so if you got there quick enough, you can actually wait for both Skelefish to pass by, but I decided against that and decided to wait earlier in. Now, I stopped there to look because I was kind of curious as to see why there was a broken pipe there. That's like the only spot in this entire game where you have like a broken pipe. It's pretty interesting. Now one thing I do note is pretty much like the dry bones, the Skelefish are immune to your fireballs, as you can see there. And then there we go. Oh wow, I thought that thing was going to come back at us. Thankfully it just flew right off the cliff again. Almost there. Come on. There we are. I think we're pretty close to the exit. Oh, never mind. Darn it. Oh, there it is. Let's get the heck out of here. Alright. So after the cave and underwater section of monotonous music are gone. Although I replaced it with something I thought was better, so you'll never know. We're back to here again, that regular music for this area. Still a lot of danger to go, though. That doesn't go anywhere either. No, I'm not gonna risk it. That looks too dangerous for me. Ooh. Jump. There we are. So we're back to 7 lives, which is good. We might need those. We got so many more bullet bills to deal with. Ooh, wow. Yeah. So, the cool thing with Luigi here is Mario can't take the high road, but we can. And that also allows us to skip another treacherous jump. We can go right to the piranha plant here. And, let's see. Can we go up that far? Ah, no, so we really do have to hit our head and go. There we are. Alright. Ah, sweet. Alright, here we are. Let's take a look at the text box. Bill blasters, that's what they're called? Huh. Alright, so this, how do I put it simply, is the longest stage this game has to offer so far. There's a total of about 3 checkpoints. Actually, no, this place goes on even longer than that. Never mind. Crap. And the spacing between the checkpoints is quite a long distance. Oh my gosh, are they so far apart. So any death here could probably set you back about 2 to 3 minutes of progress, depending on how far you're in. This is one of the reasons why the original portion of this video went well over an hour, almost 2 hours in length. Alright, let's see if we get anything. Ah, no. I shouldn't have stopped there. I should have tried to chase that thing down in a secret fast enough to get another one up. Because those things would be awesome. But I actually did try, and it's not really the case. If the thing moves too fast for you to actually catch up to it to get any one-ups. I think the idea is you probably want to follow the Goombas back down the hill until they cluster with the enemies a little better, and then you can use the shell. And no, I didn't see that plant the first time around. I think that plant's there as a trap because if you're trying to do like a smooth flow of this area, you could accidentally run into it because you're not even paying attention to it being there. In fact, that's a thing this game does a lot. A lot of times you'll have like fence areas set up, and then enemies walking behind it, like the smaller ones that are so much harder to see, like the Goombas against the fencing, that you could accidentally run into them without even knowing that they're there. Yeah, this place is dangerous though. I can't stress that enough. This game is going to try to do everything it can to murder you on your way over. Can I make this jump? Yeah. Now be... yeah, this guy. So the bazooka here is pretty good for this area. And that's really due to the amount of enemies that you're going to be running into, like that guy up there. I don't know why I wasted it on the beetles behind us, when really they're no threat as long as you move to the next platform. In fact, this thing is going to be so useful, we'll be using it to take out a hammer bro if we still have the ammo. And that guy too. Yeah! Now how that worked was, I think there was like an enemy just off screen that wasn't active yet because we weren't far enough in for it to become active, and the bazooka hit it. Check this out. Yeah! We can get rid of Thwompy now. Still gotta be careful here. So check this out. We run there and see how we almost slid off the edge? That was momentum that I had to try to stop while in the middle of a run jump. That's the thing Luigi has against him, if anything. Alright, let's take care of him. Gotcha! And somehow, his hammer got me. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, careful. Alright. There we go. Again, watch for that hammer, then move forward. Don't be a fool like I did. Let's see. Yeah. So a run jump there is a bad idea. Let's do this again. For the third time. Maybe it'll be the charm, right? And of course, like a darn fool, I get hit by the hammer again. So normal jump, like that. For the bullet. And go! Oh, wow, that was lucky. Alright, let's do this. Check that out. Now, that looked like it was a skill. And we're still not at a checkpoint. Again, I will give the game credit. I think I spoke to it about the last couple episodes. Yeah, the stage. Oh crap! I hit myself. Yeah, the stages are getting lengthy, but it does a good job of varying things up. So yeah, they're a lot longer than they need to be, but it doesn't become repetitive, as it were, which is something you don't really see that often in some games. But again, that's why I keep saying this thing would be more bearable if there were more checkpoints and they were closer to each other. Level design isn't that bad, it's just the distance between safety nets, as it were. How much you have to go through if you do die. Because these places are jam-packed with baddies and obstacles. You would have to build some level of skill to even make it all the way through untouched. Which is technically what happened here. It's another life. Huzzah. Alright, so can I jump over that guy? No, I don't want to. Never mind. That would have led right into my death. So I got a simple bomb. Don't worry about him. More tiny piping, which I have no idea where it goes. And there it is. Our first checkpoint. Boom. Yeah, we're not going to redo this entire stage again. No way in heck am I allowing that to happen. Alright, so let's keep going. Curse you. Okay, saw that gray pipe there? Don't go down that pipe. It leads to your death. The screen will transition to the end of the stage, and then you just die. I don't know if it's because anytime I've been going into it I was a small Mario, I was contemplating going in there as a Big Mario or something with a power-up, but I decided not to risk it. Alright, so we got another cannon. But, there's also something else here. This guy. Oh man, I need him. Alright, so let's pick up our cannon and let's roll. Another neat thing here is the splash damage will not hurt you. It will just hurt all the enemies. Holy crap, we're 35 minutes into this? Again, I'm not kidding. This video is long because these stages are long, and this is probably the biggest stage in this entire game. But it's, in a way, it's not the hardest thing. Yeah, it's pretty difficult, but there's one segment at the very end of all this, the last bit of the game, which I consider the toughest part of this game. And oh boy, will we be getting to that soon. I don't know what happened there. Did I slide off by accident? Because I was examining that part and I was trying to see what happened, and it looked like I pressed down by accident. Luigi went into a slide animation and then just fell through the floor. See right there? Those Goombas are incredibly hard to see behind that fence. Oh, I hate these. I really dislike these guys. Right, these are the ones that are pain in my butt. For some reason, every time I come through this section, those bullets hit me. Not that, if it isn't the one to the left, it's this guy here. I can never get out of this area unscathed. Hell, if the bullets miss me, something else gets me. And then I get small, or I lose my power-up. And those have been the easiest hammer bros to get past. And then there's this. I don't know how you're supposed to do this effectively as a small person. Especially with all these paratroopers flying about. Yep. And there's that. Alright, so I think we got a handle on this. Here we go. That's the only way I can see that can be done without somehow making it to that section with the fire flower. Alright, so that's checkpoint number 2, a first in this entire game. And yet we're still going. Now this isn't just a gauntlet like everything else. One more thing is going to throw its head in at us. It should be showing up here fairly soon. Oh, maybe not. Okay. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what got me at that pipe. Even looking at it now, I don't know what it was. Oh, there it is. Alright, so for the remainder of this stage, we're going to have Kamek trying to rush us off screen. It's fairly easy to tell when he's going to come. You hear the like that. And then shortly after you get... And then shortly after you get the sound. When you hear that, that's when you want to jump. or just jump shortly after that. Because he's always going to fly in at the level you're at when he does that. Now, an interesting fact with Kamek here is, you can't actually hurt him when he's coming in at you. As you saw there, and you'll probably see again, we actually do land a couple of hits on him as he swooshes by on screen, but you can't actually hurt him. Now these platforms are elevated just enough so that if you were small, you can run right under them. At least we're at 2 lives. Right. At least we're at 1 life. You wanna know the sad thing or the hilarious thing about this? This is about the amount of lives I had when I originally played this game at this segment, or at least when we reached the latter half. So, in a sense, history is kind of repeating itself. Although not in the way I'd like. I was really hoping to come here with way more lives. In fact, I was kind of optimistic when I saw that I had 11 lives coming into the World 3. Or Stage 3, or Stage 4 as it were. But no, it's not to be. Ooh, cutscene time. Yeah, that was your own fault, Kamek. You know that, right? This is what happens when you let heroes live. You swap out all your flags to cool red and green ones. Alright. So, I'm gonna say something. I did not notice that checkpoint behind us when I started. I didn't know there was a checkpoint until I actually came back into this boss fight. So, needless to say, when the inevitable game over happens, I have to redo the stage again. And then I notice that it's there when I come back to this fight. Now, Kamek here, at least when he's on his broom, is pretty simple. He'll fly about a little bit, then he'll shoot either an explosive spell or the PlayStation spell at you to harm you. What he'll also do is he'll take out the blocks around the bottom of the stage here. Unless you're careful and you end up in places where he can't actually shoot at you. Now, while he's on his broom, he'll tend to show up close to you a lot of the times. But, once we enter phase 2 of this fight, things get a little more laborious, as it were. Come on, Kamek. Come on. There we go. And... oh. There it is. Oh, not yet. Okay. Right, there we are. Alright, so... yeah, I did my little jig because I thought this was the end of the fight. Then I remembered, oh, the music's still playing, and then the arrows showed up. So, when he's off his broom, he's way more annoying. Because more often than not, he'll actually port in at the far side of the screen, forcing you to chase him down and hoping that you'll get to him in time before he ports out. there it is. See? Inevitable. So, there's no real reason to show you the many game overs I got against this guy because I have one life. This fight doesn't change at all during that whole segment, so what I'm giving you here is the successful run. That way you don't have to worry about, oh no, is he going to make me watch the title screen all over again? No, that's not going to happen. This video is already too long as it is. What I really want to show you is how annoying this fight can be, and it's really another hit against this game. In all honesty, the bosses could have been designed better or done better. So far, it's really been, was it a Bowser clone, and then Hammer Brothers, up until this point. No real variance, but again, in the original game, every world had a fake Bowser at the end of it, so I should at least be happy that the developers swapped it up a little. And yeah, I guess it would make sense that we'd be fighting Kamek here anyway, considering that he's Bowser's right hand. How many hits is it going to take to knock you off your broom? You know what? I should have counted, because I really don't know. Come on. Nope. There we go. That's what it is. Alright. So now we're at the more annoying section of the fight. Thankfully, RNG was kind to me, and he's actually porting pretty close to us now. But believe me, this won't last. Boom. See that? That was a whole bunch of close hits. You think this guy is trying to make it easy on us, but no, he's lulling you into a false sense of security. Alright, and now he's starting to show up far away. Except for right there, but there was no way I was going to get to him in time. There we go. Yeah. Oddly enough, there is a way to cancel him out of his animation and have him poured out immediately. I think what you gotta do is you gotta hit him before he starts to use his magic. And then he'll just teleport to another spot on the screen after taking the hit. And that's it. It's finally over. Oh man. Although he does mention something interesting. Back when the pre-boss fight cutscene came in, he mentioned that he dumped us in the ruin 3 days ago. So, again, I'm wondering, are these two actually sleeping? Are they stopping, taking rest breaks anywhere in the adventure? Or is it just one continuous run for 3 days on crack and cocaine? Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, join me next time as we finally bring an end to our adventure. And thanks for watching. I'll see you later.